Hello, my name is Tess Bismell, and I'm really excited to produce this video for you around one of my favorite subjects, which is refreshing your LinkedIn profile. There's some really good nuggets that hopefully you'll be able to take away with at least one thing to refresh your LinkedIn profile, or maybe you haven't been to your LinkedIn profile in a number of years. And now that we are what I call post-COVID since March, we need to take a little time to show how we need to project our persona and who we are out to the public a little differently than we did pre-COVID, if you will. So, the very first thing I always tell people is to start with your goal and objective. Respect the pause, step back, and say, why am I in LinkedIn? LinkedIn, of course, is a business application that happens to be a place in which you can do business any way that you do it currently, except for touching skin. So, just like you continue to do business now, you're communicating with people. It is a social media platform to allow you to be able to build and create those types of relationships and expand further around the reach that you normally may not have had before. So let's jump right into why you want to do it. So just pick 3 goals and objectives, put it to the side. Remember that you can always change it. You can decide what you want to be today. And then when you grow up, you can change it to something else 3 months from now, tomorrow, or next year. Then you want to develop your persona. And your persona is how you show up to people every day. And it can be totally different than the personality you normally project out to people, or it can be exactly the same. But remember, this is for a business environment. So whatever type of business persona that you want to be, create that, design that, and then make sure that once you've decided, you're building your LinkedIn profile around that specific persona. I always tell people you want to align your persona with when they see you, the energy that you give people, the positiveness, hopefully, that you give people. Whatever they receive when they meet you is what they should receive when they actually land on your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn gives you 2 opportunities to do this, especially visual. The very first one is the profile picture here, and the second one is a background picture. So the profile picture, I want you to make sure that when you're adding a photo in this area, that you're able to zoom in on it, and so that we can see your face. The reason being is people only have about 3 seconds of attention span, a little less now post-COVID, if you will. And LinkedIn gives you a few opportunities to see someone's avatar, if you will, in the platform. So if you take a look at this size avatar and this size avatar right here, along with this one, it is so much easier to see my face here and here as opposed to my friend Adam's face that's right here and it's zoomed out. So you want people to be able to quickly identify you. So that's another reason why you want to zoom in. If you have a picture in there, LinkedIn does give you the opportunity to change the colors. You can actually zoom in, zoom out, any of those things within your profile. So that way you can use what you have and change what you need later. The next area is what I call the background photo. This is where you can further explain that goal and the purpose and that persona of who you want to be. It can be a scenery shot. It can be your brand promise. It can be a few words, if you will. So let me give you a few examples. Like this is what a person's profile picture looks like if they have not actually added a background photo, which is fine, but I'm always still encouraging people, please, please, please take the time to do it. It could be a photo that you already have, and you can use a platform called Canva, which I love. It's something that is Canva, Canva.com, Canva.com. And what Canva does is it's what I call graphic arts for dummies, where you can just go in there, move things around, upload a picture, or even work with current backgrounds that they have now. So if you look at Jack has a good photo that you zoomed in on, and then he has a scenery shot. It's him looking out on the canyons there, right? So that gives you a kind of a sense of who he is off the bat. Dahlia, she's got her zoomed in shot here. She gives you some context around her company, what she does for her company, and how they have their place in the events industry. Then Mahogany, on the other hand, she's got her zoomed in photo, but then she gives you a picture that kind of illustrates a little bit of what she does, and she's got her brand off to the side. People who own your own businesses, please remember that this is your personal professional profile page. This is not a advertisement for your company. So if you own your business or you work for another company, let's separate yourself from this. This is where you're telling a story to others about how fabulous and great you are, that the company decided to hire you, or it's going to be how you talk about the visions that you have, how you lead your company, or the roles that you have there. So any advertisements, any selling of the company entity, again, if you own it and or not, should take place on that company's business page, and you can share that information. But this should talk about you as a total person. So it needs to be a story about you when people really land on that page. So if I land on Jeremy's page, it's nice, it's punchy, it's very descriptive. I know he's doing something around influencer. He must do something in Zoom. He has a podcast, easy to get to. So you want to communicate things to people, very simple. I show you Google's because it's one of my favorites. And what Google has done, which people can do on their personal profile pages as well, is creating a collage, if you will, that tells the story of who they are. And not only do they have several different pictures, but they have words to go in it. Again, Canva, and there are other software tools out there that let you easily manipulate pictures and create things. But I like Canva because, again, it's easy. It's easy to use. So you can create a story here. Again, social is all about telling stories. So what I want to also do is give you an opportunity to choose this, but again, do not feel as though you have to stay with the image that you choose here. I've had this image for a long time because it really works, okay? But if you want to change it all the time, you can.